A whole family of pissed-off rhinos are just posted up, looking for trouble. Two random NPCs roll up on the rhino squad and immediately start breaking it. One of the drivers is screaming to dip while his boy is just having a full system crash. The lead rhino goes full demon mode, about to send this dude straight to the lobby. Then we cut to a peaceful road, with the cart just minding its own business in the distance. Turns out that was a vision. Our boy with the purple eyes just activated a skill called Guide. His eyes start glowing like he just unlocked a new Sharingan, seeing the future or some shit. His skill shows him the exact moment where everyone gets absolutely wrecked by those rhinos. Our boy calmly tells the party there's a monster roadblock ahead and they should take a detour. The nice old lady thanks him, completely unaware he just saved them from being turned into paste. Our boy explains his guide skill is just for finding safe paths, playing it super humble. But then some random hater with a mustache starts yelling, telling the old lady not to thank him. This clown is actually questioning if there were monsters, thinking MC is just capping for clout. MC knows the deal. Since his skill prevents disaster, no one ever believes he actually did anything. And right on cue, some douchebag adventurer calls him a useless loser with a dead skill. We get a quick lore drop about magic stones, the main reason anyone risks their neck in this world. These shiny rocks are basically the ultimate power source, lighting up entire cities and shit. They're also used to craft legendary tier weapons and armor, so you know they're worth a fortune. The only problem is, the dungeons where you find them are packed with absolute nightmare fuel. So adventurers who can actually fight are treated like celebrities, unlike our boy who gets zero respect. The narrator confirms that if your skill isn't for throwing hands, you're basically considered a scrub. The party rolls into town, completely safe and sound thanks to our boy's useless skill. The nice old lady, the only one with any sense, tries to pay him for not letting them die. But mustache hater comes in hot, smacking the coins right out of our boy's hand. This clown is now screaming that the detour made him late and cost him a business deal. The other adventurers just stand there while he calls MCA conman for, keeping them alive. The axe girl even tries to get his pay, but the party leader actually shuts that down. A shred of decency. Mustache guy stomps off, still fuming about his profits, while the old lady feels bad for MC. But wait, the party leader reveals he used a skill to get a bird's eye view of the path they skipped. And boom, the vision shows the rhinos absolutely shredding the other merchant's cart. Instant karma. The party leader finally admits MC's skill is legit while our boy is still on the ground. He walks up to MC, correcting him that the skill is called route, not guide. This dude, Marks, offers our boy a hand and a job conquering a dungeon. Talk about a glow up. MC is completely shook, not believing anyone would actually want his useless skill. Now they're at a table, and the mood is so tense you could cut it with a knife. MC lays out the mission. A new dungeon is basically a black hole for adventurers. The prize is a super rare magic stone, which explains why everyone's throwing their lives away. Marks confirms the dungeon is a one-way trip. The real danger is trying to get back out. And this is where our boy comes in. His skill is the only thing that can find a safe exit. The realization hits MC. His power is the literal cheat code for this death trap. Mark starts talking about paying up, and you just know the offer's gonna be insane. He drops a bag with 30 gold coins on the table, and our boy's jaw just hits the floor. That's half a year's salary for our boy. This dude is offering him a life-changing bag. MC's first thought is about his sister, and how this money could finally give her a decent life. Then we get the tragic backstory drop. His sister is sick as hell, coughing up some nasty purple stuff. Flashback to some evil stepmother type calling him a useless brat for having his powers. This lady is straight up threatening to sell his sick sister if he doesn't bring home the bacon. Young MC steps up, trying to defend his sister from this absolute monster of a guardian. She hits them with the "I took you orphans" and guilt trip while his sister just looks dead inside. Our boy is left begging for more time to pay her back, but she's clearly not having any of it. The evil guardian lady drops the ultimate threat: pay the rent or his sister gets sold into slavery. Young MC just has to eat it, watching her walk off with her own kids like it's nothing. He immediately puts on a brave face for his sister, promising her he'll never let that happen. His sister, Rona, is completely heartbroken, and now we know why he's so desperate for that bag. Back in the present, he reveals Rona also has a dud skill, so the whole world is against them. And the trauma dump continues. Their parents got absolutely bodied by monsters from a dungeon overflow. Our boy is just reliving the whole nightmare, and you can see the weight of it all. This is the kind of shit he's been dealing with, facing down these nightmare fuel monsters alone. Meanwhile, other adventurers are out here with glowing swords, looking like main characters from a different story. Yeah, this is what everyone respects. flashy combat skills, not the guy who stops you from needing them. So our boy is in the dungeon, watching some dude with a glowing sword absolutely body a monster. This knight, let's call him Smug Knight, tells the rookies to keep up, acting like he's the main character. A new witch girl is clearly bricking it, apologizing for being slow on her first ever raid. Our boy, rocking a new green cloak, tries to break the ice with the witch, asking about her guild. She explains Smug Knight scouted her in town, promising to train newcomers. Yeah, that sounds totally legit. MC tries to calm her down, saying Marks is a good dude, while she's still stressing about messing up. He then hits her with "It's my first time too," trying to build some newbie solidarity. And like clockwork, another hater with an axe starts running his mouth about MC's coward skill. Our boy just stares, completely unfazed. He's heard this exact line in every town he's ever been to. But hold up, Marks, the party leader, actually steps in and tells Smug Knight to shut his mouth. Marks lays down the law, telling Smug Knight to watch his mouth or he'll get the boot. Smug Knight immediately folds and apologizes to MC, even saying he has high expectations. Yeah, right. Our boy is actually buying this act, thinking he finally found a decent party. Oh, you sweet summer child. He and the witch girl are having a wholesome moment, gushing about how great their leader is. The party finally rolls up to some massive, ancient-looking chamber in the dungeon. They've found the main event, a huge cavern with a glowing altar holding the prize. Smug Knight gets this greasy, triumphant look on his face like he just hit the lottery. And there it is, the Jade Du Tier, a legendary tier magic stone just sitting there for the taking. The whole party is just stunned, feeling the insane magical energy pouring off this thing. But while everyone's dreaming about the payout, MC's danger sense starts going absolutely nuclear. Just as Axe Guy is about to grab the loot, our boy screams at him to stop like he's defusing a bomb. MC hits them with the prophecy. If you touch that stone, the exit is gonna ghost us for good. Smug Knight, the same dude who just folded, is already back on his BS, questioning MC's skill. Our boy literally points to the exit, explaining his skill shows it collapsing into a pile of rubble. And there it is. Smug Knight and some new shady witch share a look that just screams it's all going according to plan. The witch immediately cast Mana Drain. And of course the two rookies are the only ones getting hit. The poor newbie which is getting her life force drained while our boy is just shocked. Welcome to the party, kids. The veteran squad confirms they just used the newbies as walking mana potions. The training was a damn scam. With her new power supply, the shady witch cast Quick Boost, juicing up the main fighters. Smug Knight and Axe Guy are now glowing like they just went Super Saiyan. And the betrayal is complete. Our boy is holding the passed out witch, finally asking, what the hell is going on? A little late to the party, my dude. Smug Knight starts his villain monologue about how he knew the dungeon was trapped. Oh, here we go. The "I'm so smart" speech. He explains that to overcome the traps, they needed proper preparation. Yeah, and that preparation was scamming to rookies. This clown reveals he needed a canary to set off traps, basically calling our boy a disposable trap detector. And he calls the poor witch girl a magic power tank. They literally brought them here to be used and thrown away. Smug Knight hits them with the most punchable villain smile, proud of his master plan. This dude is pure evil. Our boy finally yells that he was tricked, and Smug Knight just says sorry, no time to chat. The absolute disrespect. While the rookies are still processing, Axe Guy just casually grabs the legendary magic stone. Mission accomplished for the scumbags. The shady witch who drained them is now screaming "let's go," like she's on a damn field trip. Axe Guy holds up the prize, the Jade Du Tier, while our boy is left with nothing. They really just hit the ultimate lick. Smug Knight hits them with a peace sign and a "see ya never," leaving them to die. The audacity on this clown is unreal. Our boy and the witch are just frozen, processing the fact they got played this hard by the whole squad. Marks, the damn leader, calls MC an actor while his crew dips. So he knew the skill was legit the entire time. The whole cave starts coming down, and MC has to shield the witch from the fallout of their betrayal. And just like he predicted, the entrance gets completely bodied by falling rocks. They're trapped for good. The witch girl starts laughing like she's lost her damn mind. Realizing how royally screwed they are, our boy starts spiraling, thinking about his sister Rona and how he can't fail her now. He goes full desperation mode, screaming for his useless skill to find a way out of this mess. And his skill actually pops off, revealing some massive, glowing structure out of nowhere. Both of them are just staring, completely shook. Looks like the dud skill just found a secret level. The secret path leads to a whole-ass throne room, and MC's skill drops a new quest, Smash and Grab. Our boy is just trying to process the new side quest his useless skill just dropped on him. A jet black magic stone just materializes on a pedestal, looking all kinds of cursed. The witch girl is freaking out about the stone's color, while MC is like, is that fantasy racism? She drops a lore bomb. Black magic stones are basically a glitch in the Matrix and shouldn't exist. The realization hits them both. They've stumbled into some next level forbidden shit. And right on cue, the dungeon's security system shows up. A massive, three-eyed dragon. The witch girl confirms it's an rank green dragon, which is code for you're about to die. The dragon doesn't waste any time and immediately chooses violence, lunging at the two rookies. And just like that, the witch girl gets hit with some petrifying beam, turning into a damn statue. The dragon's petrifying beam hits, and our boy gets blasted by the shockwave while the witch is still conscious. MC is absolutely losing his mind, screaming as he watches his only ally get turned into a garden gnome. His skill starts spamming him with a new objective: absorb the jet black magic stone. The system is telling him to eat the forbidden rock. Our boy is holding the cursed stone, completely baffled by the system's absorb command. Like, does he eat it? Shove it somewhere? The dragon is right on top of them while the witch statue is yelling at him to dip. Bro, she's a rock. She ain't going nowhere. MC realizes his useless skill is giving him the only Hail Mary play to get out of this alive. And he just pops the forbidden magic stone in his mouth like a goddamn tac. This dude is built different. The witch statue is freaking out while MC shields her from the dragon's incoming stomp. My man is protecting a rock. The dragon's foot comes down, about to turn them both into a fine paste on the dungeon floor. But nope, it's a tail whip. The dragon just eats them across the room like a damn baseball. Our boy and his new garden gnome friend are getting absolutely launched across the room. And just like that, the system confirms the forbidden rock has been fully digested. Power up incoming. His dud skill is getting a full system update, removing the damn parental controls. The skill tree just exploded. He's getting guides for magic, fighting, evolution, the whole damn cheat sheet. MC finally realizes his useless skill was just running in safe mode this whole time. He's up on his feet, looking like he just downloaded the dungeon's source code. His eyes are glowing gold now. Bro just unlocked the premium version of his Sharingan. The dragon's just staring, completely unaware it just let the final boss finish his tutorial. The witch statue is watching this whole anim power-up happen, probably rethinking her life choices. Our boy puts his faith in the skill everyone called trash, ready to clap some dragon cheeks. His new skill boots up, offering a literal walkthrough on how to beat the final boss. The system locks onto the dragon, confirming the subjugation guide is active. It's go time. Our boy gets a full-on tutorial downloaded straight into his brain on how to body this dragon. MC is all in, screaming absolutely like he's been waiting his whole life for this moment. He's not just fighting for himself. He's promising the witch statue they're getting out of this alive. The dragon charges, and the system just drops a QTE prompt: dodge enemy attack to the left. Still carrying his new rock friend, the system tells him to juke left. No time to think, just move. The skill literally paints a glowing arrow on the ground, pointing him straight into a pile of rocks. Our boy is questioning the GPS, wondering why the hell it's telling him to run into a dead end. He's thinking a tactical retreat makes more sense, but the cheat code is telling him to trust the jank. The dragon starts charging up its final flash, ready to delete them from the server for good. But our boy doubles down, putting all his faith in the skill that just got a premium upgrade. He grabs the witch girl, Lillian, who's somehow not a statue anymore, and commits to the janky-ass plan. And the dragon just unleashes a whole Ask Kamehameha right where they were standing a second ago. They're both absolutely bricking it as the area attack washes over them, but the rocks are holding. MC realizes the skill's 200 IQ play. Running into the open would have been an instant game over. And to top it off, the path he wanted to take was a goddamn spike pit. This room is just pure evil. The dragon is absolutely fuming that its ultimate attack just hit a bunch of inanimate objects. With the boss winding up again, our boy is spamming his skill for the next part of the walkthrough. The system tells him to unlock Lillian's hidden potential and turn her into a grandmage. Bro, his skill is a damn life coach now. MC screams the name of his skill, about to give Lillian a full system reboot while the dragon looms. Our boy is feeling that main character energy, admitting he has no idea what he's doing but knows it'll work. He activates Magic Circuit Guide, basically jailbreaking Lillian's magic system right in the middle of the boss fight. The dragon is just watching them have a full-on anim power-up sequence on top of a rock. What a gentleman. Lillian is feeling the juice, and MC's skill immediately drops the next quest: teach her a new ultimate move. He tells Lillian to just trust him and repeat the magic words. She's probably thinking, what other choice do I have? Our boy starts spitting some ancient, high-level incantation like he's been doing it for centuries. And Lillian is just lost. They sync up and start charging a spirit bomb made of pure fire while the dragon just sits there and takes it. Lillian unleashes Breath of Flames, a massive fire beam that looks way too strong for a supposed rookie. And it's a direct hit. The dragon gets a face full of max-level fire magic, courtesy of the useless duo. The whole room lights up as the dragon gets absolutely cooked by their tag team Kamehameha. Lillian is completely stunned by her own power, while MC's skill is already loading up the next objective. The walkthrough tells him to use the environment to nerf the dragon's movement. It's time for some 4D chess. But surprise, the rank boss just shakes off the ultimate move like it was a damn mosquito bite. Lillian immediately starts panicking, saying she's running on empty and wants to dip. So much for that power up high. But our boy, high on that premium skill energy, says nah, they're finishing this fight right here. And right on cue, the dragon goes full rage mode, ready to turn them into a fine red mist. MC starts barking orders from the walkthrough, telling Lillian to shoot the ceiling. And she's just not getting it. She completely breaks down, screaming that she doesn't want to die. The trauma is hitting hard. And just as he's about to lose his only ally, our boy gets a flashback of his sister Rona. The Rona flashback hits, and our boy's resolve just goes from 0 to 100 real quick. He grabs Lillian and hits her with the "You're not dying on my watch" speech. Talk about a confidence boost. He tells her to trust the process. And you can see the gears turning in her head while the dragon is still dazed. And she actually does it, winding up a spell and putting all her faith in the dude with the cheat codes. Lillian eats a fireball straight at the ceiling, just like the walkthrough ordered. While our boy supervises, they both watch the impact, and Lillian's like, so, what now? The whole ceiling is about to come down. The dragon finally realizes something's up, but it's way too late for that, my guy. And boom, a whole ass stalactite comes down right on the dragon's dome. The 200 IQ play actually worked. They're both just watching in awe as their janky plan to bring the house down pays off big time. The dragon gets absolutely buried under tons of rock, screaming like it just stepped on a Lego. Our boy and Lillian watch as their big brain play turns the dragon into a goddamn pancake. They're both in disbelief, actually thinking they just cheesed in a rank boss. Famous last words. But MC's skill hits him with a red alert, basically saying round 1 is over. Get ready for the DLC. And right on cue, the dragon burst out of the rubble like the damn Kool-Aid man, looking pissed. Lillian immediately starts panicking, realizing she's running on fumes right as the boss gets its second wind. The dragon is back on its feet, looking like it just finished a long rest while they're completely gassed. Lillian is desperately calling out to our boy for the next part of the walkthrough. She's a true believer now. But suddenly, she's all alone in the cave, with some weird glowing particles floating around. Oh. She turns around to find the dragon looming over her, completely confused as to where MC just went. Lillian starts breaking down, thinking our boy just hit the eject button and left her to die. Not again. Just as the dragon is about to turn Lillian into a snack, our boy eats a rock right at its face. MC starts screaming his head off, pulling all the aggro like a true tank. He hits the dragon with the ultimate taunt. I ate your precious rock, come get it. Lillian is just watching this madness unfold as our boy tells the dragon to come at me, bro. My man is fully committed, activating his premium GPS skill to start the Great Escape. And the dragon takes the bait, completely ignoring Lillian and charging straight for our boy. Now he's just booking it through the dungeon with a pissed-off rank boss on his ass. Lillian is screaming his name from the sidelines, realizing he just saved her ass again. The dragon is closing in fast, about to turn our boy into a chew toy. And we get a full-on horror movie shot of him about to get absolutely vored by this thing. But at the last second, our boy hits the juke button, pulling off some insane parkour to dodge the bite. He literally leaps over the dragon's head while it's still trying to process what just happened. MC lands, completely gassed from the world's most high-stakes game of tag. And the walkthrough comes in clutch, showing the dragon impaled in that spike pit he saw earlier. Lillian comes running, screaming his name root like he just came back from war. He catches her as she passes out from exhaustion. My man is a professional damsel saver now. They both just stare at the subjugation complete screen, not believing they actually cheesed a dragon. With the boss dead, our boy fires up his GPS skill to find the damn exit. And just like that, the useless skill lays down a glowing purple road straight to freedom. He throws the passed out Lillian on his back, finally seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. The system hits him with the post-game lobby screen, telling him to grab the loot. And the dragon's body just exploded into a whole field of high-tier magic stones. Talk about a payout. His GPS skill leads them right to the exit, and my man finally sees sunlight. Our boy, still carrying Lillian, is just soaking in the fact that they're not dead. He's completely gassed but manages to smile, realizing they actually made it out alive. He wakes up on the ground to someone saying, "Good morning, bro. You just passed out at the finish line." And he's greeted by some new red-haired knight and her goons, who already know his name. That's not sketchy at all. Our boy is just staring, completely lost, asking who the hell these people are. Lillian finally wakes up, crying with relief and screaming our boy's name. My man is just glad she's not a rock anymore. She explains this new squad, the Golden Lion Sword, found them passed out. The leader, Carrie, introduces herself. Carrie says they were sent to investigate the Death Trap dungeon, but it looks like someone already cleared the final boss. Our boy is shook, but Carrie says Lillian already spilled the tea on their whole insane adventure. And the lore drop confirms it, and a ranked dragon was camping in a noob-level dungeon. No wonder it was a one-way trip. Carrie's whole squad is gassing them up for beating the dragon, and she immediately tries to recruit our boy. Lillian, who learned her lesson the hard way, tells Root she's keeping his new cheat codes on the down low. Root plays it humble, turning down the offer like he didn't just solo a dragon with a walkthrough. Carrie offers them a ride to the capital, and you just know this isn't a simple act of kindness. Our boy clutches the loot, realizing this is the bag he needs to finally save his sister Rona from that evil guardian. Our boy Root is just basking in the glow-up, thinking about how he's finally gonna save his sister. Carrie starts dropping lore about unstable dungeons popping up everywhere, causing all kinds of chaos. She explains their dungeon was a death trap because everyone thought it was for noobs, and just ignored it. And the gears start turning in Rout's head. He remembers a similar dungeon opened up right next to his hometown. Carrie immediately clocks his oh shit face. This lady doesn't miss a damn thing. Just then, one of her goons starts freaking out, pointing at something in the distance. They look over and see a whole-ass smoke column rising from a town. That's never a good sign. Rout's blood runs cold as he realizes that's his hometown getting turned into a barbecue pit. We cut to his sister Rona, who's already convinced our boy got sent to the lobby for good. And some new pretty boy knight tells Rona they got folded, because the monsters were just built different. Pretty boy knight tells Rona they'll probably find her brother's body later. What a comforting thought, my dude. Then this clown immediately asks if she knows about the life insurance payout. The timing is just a little bit suspicious. He's laying on the fake sympathy, saying she's too emotional to handle the paperwork. This is a textbook scam setup. He offers to handle all the legal stuff for her out of the goodness of his heart. Yeah, I'm sure he will. The dude slides her a power of attorney form, basically asking her to sign her money away. This is just evil. And there it is. The knight and his witch buddy are outside, planning to steal the pension and bounce. Another squad of scumbags. Back inside, pretty boy is asking Rona if she's already living off her dad's pension. He's scoping out the family fortune. Rona confirms it. Looking at a photo of her parents, they're really preying on a grieving orphan. She explains her dad was a big-shot adventurer, which means that pension is probably fat. These clowns are about to get paid. Rona signs the papers, thinking her brother was just trying to be like their hero dad. She has no idea she's being robbed blind. Pretty boy knight tries to guilt her, saying the pension is for her brother's sake. Yeah, his sake in your pocket. But Rona ain't buying it. She's activating her own skill to get the real tea from the shadows. Oh shit, her dud skill is actually shadow user. The whole family is secretly op. And right on cue, a whole-ass dinosaur stampede starts tearing through the town. The overflow is real. Pretty boy immediately starts sweating, realizing their little dungeon raid just unleashed hell on earth. This clown's first instinct isn't to fight, but to grab the money and bounce, a true hero. Ladies and gentlemen, he tries to rush Rona, saying they have to subjugate monsters. But she's already onto his escape plan. Rona hits him with a 200 IQ red, asking if he's running asterisk away asterisk from the monsters. Her skill is a lie detector. Pretty boy is absolutely stunned. He just got caught lacking by the girl he thought was an easy mark. Rona goes full feral, calling him out for lying about her brother and bailing on the town. Get him. Sis. Pretty boy and his goon are absolutely stunned. Their whole scam just got exposed by the girl they thought was a mark. And his immediate reaction is to silence the witness. Bro's plan just escalated from petty theft to murder real quick. The psycho tells his crew to trash the place so they can blame her death on the monster stampede. Cold-blooded. Meanwhile, Root, Lillian, and Carrie's squad are hauling ass into the burning town. The cavalry has finally arrived. Root is sprinting through the chaos, screaming for Rona, while Carrie is already fighting a damn T-Rex in the background. My man is in full-blown panic mode, just booking it through the war zone that used to be his neighborhood. We cut to their house, looking eerily quiet amidst all the destruction. You just know something is wrong. Root kicks the door in, absolutely desperate to find his sister safe and sound. And his face just drops. He's seen something that just shattered his entire world. Oh God. Rona is on the floor in a pool of blood. The scammers got to her first. Root is holding Rona, screaming her name while she's just barely hanging on. My man is trying to hold it together, promising to patch her up, but he's absolutely breaking. He looks at his hand, covered in her blood, and the reality of the situation just hits him like a truck. Rona is smiling, just glad he's alive, while he's screaming at her to save her damn energy. She's actually laughing, saying serves them right. Looks like sis got some payback before they took her down. Root is completely lost, and then she hits him with its cold line. Oh no, that's the death flag. Her vision starts fading and she can't see him anymore. He's screaming that he's right there, but she's already checking out. And with her last breath, she tells him not to die. The ultimate gut punch. Our boy just completely loses it, holding her body and screaming in pure, unfiltered agony. He's yelling at his own skill, saying what's the point of this power-up if he can't even save his sister. His skill hits him with a Hail Mary. Normal healing is a no-go. But he can fuse his soul with Rona's to save her. The system asks for confirmation, and our boy screams he'll do anything. Desperation has officially entered the chat. The walkthrough explains the plan. Use the green dragon's magic stone to absorb Rona's soul into his body. Root doesn't hesitate, activating the stone over Rona's body. My man is about to perform some forbidden jutsu. Rona's spirit literally rises from her body in a wave of green light. This is some next level shit. The light show ends with Rona's soul getting sucked right into our boy's chest. The fusion is complete. He's not just absorbing her soul, he's getting a full download of her memories. Talk about an info dump. And we're in the flashback, seeing Rona absolutely bodying some furry monster during the town raid. She was holding her own against two massive pig monsters, using that shadow user skill she kept on the low. But the final memory is the real kicker. She sees Marks, the scumbag leader who betrayed Root in the dungeon. The memory download shows Rona's shadow getting absolutely rocked by one of the scumbags. And it's one of the pig-faced goons from Marks' crew, the same bastards who betrayed Root. But then the goon gets sliced by a red slash. Looks like there was some infighting. Oh, it's Axe Guy, the other pigman, standing over his dead partner. So he cleaned up his own loose end. Raud's rage is boiling over, realizing they not only used him, but came back to kill his sister. This dude is just smiling, completely unbothered by the fact he just helped murder a kid. And boom, Root inherits Rona's shadow user skill. He's screaming Marks' name. It's officially on site. My man is going full revenge mode, vowing to make that scumbag pay for everything. Meanwhile, Carrie is outside just casually speedrunning the monster cleanup like it's a Tuesday. She's already cleared the plaza and is splitting her squad up, a true professional amidst the chaos. Carrie's professional soldier mode just short-circuited. She's clearly not ready for what she's seen. Root steps out of the wreckage, and you can just feel the main character energy radiating off him now. Lillian is just relieved he's not dead, while Carrie's trying to process the vibe shift. Our boy's not talking. Carrie tells him to find shelter, completely unaware our boy just became the most dangerous person in town. And just like that, Carrie dips to finish her side quest, leaving our boy and Lillian alone. Lillian tries to talk to him, but our boy is already in the menu, loading up his next mission. He tells Lillian he's going on a journey to save his sister, which is his new code for I'm going hunting. Lillian immediately signs up for the revenge squad, but our boy has some business to handle first. His skill pulls up a hit list with the faces of the clowns who scammed Rona, offering a step-by-step guide to ruin their lives. Root goes full dark side, promising to absolutely dismantle the clowns who killed his sister. It's on. We jump 3 months later to a new city, and some random adventurers are already running their mouths in a tavern. These clowns are celebrating a dungeon clear, trashing the local adventurers for being scrubs. The arrogance is off the charts. Just a shot of these NPCs getting absolutely wasted, completely unaware of who's in the room with them. Meanwhile, Root and Lillian are posted in the corner, noticing the influx of adventurers and getting a bad vibe. One of the loudmouths overhears a bounty for a giant spider and immediately wants all the smoke. We get a quick lore drop on the absolute shadow spider, a boss so nasty it has a whole area on lockdown. And the loudmouth says a spider is nothing for his leader, Marks. Oh, they found the scumbag who started it all. The clown bumps into someone, and you can see Root and Lillian's faces. The hunt is officially on. A new bald dude stands up, looking for the leader of the loudmouths. This clown just picked the wrong fight. Turns out the bald dude is from White Wolf Fang, the local top dogs. Marx's crew is about to get a reality check. The bald dude from the local guild gets right in the loudmouth's face, telling him to discipline his boys. Some random patron with a mustache is already predicting these clowns are about to get sent to the lobby. And speak of the devil, Marx himself rolls up agreeing that discipline is needed. The whole vibe just shifted. Marx's hand starts glowing, and he's got that same punchable villain smile. He's about to choose violence, and he just one-hand chokeslams the local guild leader. Bro didn't even hesitate to establish dominance. The rest of the local boys start screaming for him to let their boss go. They were not ready for this smoke. Marx is just loving it, looking like a psycho who just found a new toy to break. His goons immediately jump the rest of the guild, turning this into a one-sided beatdown. The whole crew starts chanting Marx's name like he's a damn rock star. This dude has a whole cult following. Lillian clocks that Marx is juiced on a magic stone, telling Root a direct fight is a no-go. The revenge plan needs a rewrite. Rout's skill hits Lillian with a one-word mission objective, kill. She's officially part of the revenge plot now. Our boy Root is locked in. Realizing this is the perfect chance to start dismantling Marx's whole operation. Lillian looks shook for a second, but she's holding it together. She knows what she signed up for. Rout's skill drops a new quest, a step-by-step guide to wrecking Marx's crew, and Lillian is all in. So the plan is to join the enemy. Root and Lillian are now rolling with the same scumbags who left them for dead. Marx's goons are talking strategy, wondering if they're gonna fight the legendary spider boss everyone's scared of. Smug Knight, the same clown from the first betrayal, says nah. They'll just hit an easy dungeon and dip. And their master plan is the same as last time. Use a bunch of weaklings as bait. These guys are one-trick ponies. Smug Knight mentions collecting pensions, confirming they're the same clowns who scammed Rona. Root is just soaking in the rage fuel. The whole scumbag squad rolls out at night, with our boy and Lillian playing the part of fresh meat. The long con begins. Smug Knight and his boy are already questioning the route. Yeah, because our boy's GPS is set to revenge. The whole cart jerks to a stop, and Smug Knight immediately starts screaming. The trap has been sprung. One of the goons gets caught in some glowing blue threads. Looks like someone's about to get web slung. While Smug Knight is panicking, Root is in the back looking like this was all part of the plan. And just like that, the Mohawk goon gets absolutely yeeted out of the cart. First scumbag down. A giant-ass spider drops down from the sky. Guess they're not going to that easy dungeon after all. The rest of the goons finally realize they've been led straight into the absolute shadow spider's web. And there's the big boss itself, looking hungry. The bait just walked right into the trap. Smug Knight is screaming for a retreat, but my man, you're already the main course. Root and Lillian share a look. Phase 1 of the revenge plot is officially a go. Smug Knight's one brain cell finally fires, realizing the rookies are the same people he left for dead. Root and Lillian step out of the cart, revealing the trap was for the scumbags all along. Smug Knight connects the dots, but instead of fear, he's got that punchable I'm so smart villain smile. This clown immediately tries to gaslight them, acting all relieved they survived the last betrayal. Root and Lillian just stand there, completely unfazed by his terrible acting. The spider's web is their stage now. He starts monologuing about how they were immature and flexing the power-up they got from screwing them over. He walks up, saying he wants to properly thank them, which is villain code for I'm gonna kill you for real this time. And there it is. The fake apology ends with him drawing his sword to take their heads off. Rout's face goes completely blank, just letting this clown finish his speech while Lillian looks stressed. Root goes full dark side, saying he's glad they're still trash so he can end them without feeling bad. Smug Knight is still trying to act tough, but Rout's dead-ass stare has him second-guessing his life choices. And there it is, the wait. Why isn't he scared? Face, the gears are turning, but they're turning real slow. X-Guy, the other half of the brain cell, tells his boy to hurry up and get the kill already. He charges in, still calling Root dead skill, bro. You're about to find out about the premium subscription. This clown is screaming about abandoning him again, promising to make sure he can't move this time. He wins up for a massive swing, putting all his stats into one dumbass, telegraphed attack. Root just calmly calls him out for swinging like a madman in a room full of sticky spider webs. X-Guy's face just screams oh shit, finally realizing the tactical blunder he just made. And the panic sets in as he realizes he's completely stuck. My man is about to be spider food. His axe is completely caught in the web, and Smug Knight can only watch his boy get played. Phase 2 is a go. And just like that, X-Guy is getting gift-trapped in glowing spider webs, screaming like he just saw his own ghost. He's getting hoisted into the air like a damn papata while Smug Knight asked Root what he did. My man, he just let you be stupid. Root hits him with a demonic smile, explaining they just walked into the spider's all-you-can-eat buffet. Our boy reminds Smug Knight about that time they left him for dead. Yeah, payback doesn't have an expiration date, clown. The close-up on his eye says it all. The rage is real, and he's just getting warmed up. And there it is. He goes full feral, screaming that they're gonna pay with their lives for what they did to his sister Rona. Smug Knight just stands there watching his boy get dragged to his doom, still processing how badly he just got played. Axe Guy is still screaming for help, finally realizing that no one is coming to save his dumb ass from becoming Spider Chow. The scumbag squad's which finally steps up, saying she'll help him. Yeah, good luck with that, lady. Root and Lillian are just watching this whole disaster unfold, probably surprised one of the scumbags is actually trying to help. Rout's eyes are glowing red, locking onto the witch. He's not letting anyone interrupt this payback session. The shady witch tries to cast a spell, but a red magic circle lights up right under her feet. Whoops. She immediately realizes it's a magic ceiling trap. Yeah, your mana draining days are over, lady. While she's useless, Axe Guy gets fully gift trapped and dragged off to become a spider's happy meal. A random severed arm gets yeeted back into the cart. Looks like the spiders are cleaning house. The rest of the goons are finally realizing this was a setup, while Root just stands there, completely unbothered. And there they go. The fodder makes a run for it with a whole swarm of baby spiders on their tail. Smug Knight is just standing there, completely silent, as his entire squad gets dismantled around him. He closes his eyes, probably trying to process how badly his master plan just backfired. The realization finally hits him. Root and Lillian are serving revenge by trapping the trappers. The irony is delicious. Smug Knight finally opens his eyes, asking Root if this is the extent of his master plan. This clown immediately folds, throwing his hands up and surrendering while complimenting Rout's trap game. Then he starts talking about Rona, acting all sympathetic like he wasn't involved in her death. He keeps laying on the fake sympathy, calling her a wonderful sister. Bro, you're not getting an Oscar for this. Root just stares, completely dead inside, while Smug Knight calls the whole situation pitiful. And there's the mask drop. He covers his face, letting out a psycho her like the villain he is. He goes full feral, saying if Rona was as easy to fool as Root, she'd still be alive. The absolute disrespect. Rout's hand tightens on his sword. Yeah, the talking part of this revenge plot is officially over. Our boy draws his blade, his face pure, unfiltered rage. It's about to go down. Smug Knight is loving it, taunting him for getting angry and calling his sword skills amateur hour. Rout's eyes go cold as he promises to strike back. The tutorial is over, my dude. Smug Knight is laughing his ass off, literally begging Root to come at him. Famous last words. Clown. This psycho screams that Rout's a weakling who can't even avenge his sister. Bro, you just pushed the berserk button. Smug Knight's big boy attack gets casually parried by Root. The amateur just downloaded a new patch. Our boy looks just as surprised as everyone else. His skill is basically playing the game for him now. Lillian is in the background, completely shook. She's watching her boy go from zero to hero in real time. The surprise wears off, and Rout's got that cold, calculated I'm about to end you stare. Smug Knight gets blown back from the parry, finally realizing he's not fighting a damn rookie anymore. And there it is. He's screaming that it's impossible, recognizing the moves of a master swordsman. Smug Knight is now on the defensive, realizing he just talked shit to a guy with cheat codes enabled. Smug Knight is still trying to talk down to Root, calling him an amateur. Bro, read the room. You just got styled on. Root hits him with the coldest line of the series, promising to show him what real despair looks like. And just like that, Smug Knight's tough guy act starts to crack. He's finally realizing he's in deep shit. He's trying to talk himself up, calling Root a weakling. My man is in the denial stage of grief. So of course, he pops his ultimate, flexing the same magic stone they stole to get this power up. Root is just staring, completely unimpressed by the light show. He's seen bigger dragons. Smug Knight goes for the kill, throwing all his stolen power into one last desperate attack. But Root just casually blocks the Super Saiyan blast like it's a damn Tuesday. The disrespect is legendary. Lillian is in the back, absolutely losing her mind as Root tanks the hit. She's not used to the premium subscription yet. Our boy isn't just blocking, he's pushing back against the full force of the attack. The glow-up is complete. Smug Knight is still trying to push his attack, screaming like he's trying to go Super Saiyan 3. And Root just deflects the whole damn thing, sending the ultimate attack flying off into the woods. Lillian is in the background, completely shook. She just saw a rookie parry a final boss move. Even our boy looks a little surprised. The cheat codes are so good. He doesn't even know his own strength. Smug Knight immediately grabs Lillian as a hostage, proving he's still the same predictable scumbag. Rout's face goes cold as he activates his skill. He's not negotiating. He's choosing an option from the menu. This clown's master plan is to get guided out and then kill them. Bro, you already tried that. It didn't work. He's flexing that stolen magic stone while holding Lillian. The audacity of this dude is just off the charts. Smug Knight is having a full-on meltdown, screaming that he's unbeatable while hiding behind a hostage. He's getting desperate, telling Root to hurry up and decide. Yeah, the silence is really getting to him. Root just stares, completely unfazed by the hostage situation. Bro's not negotiating with terrorists. And boom, a Shadow Knight just appears and slices right through Smug Knight. My man just got his own stand. Smug Knight is absolutely losing his mind. Yeah, that's the face of a man who just got third-partied by a ghost. He's asking if there was another companion. Bro, you're a little late to be doing a head count. The gears finally turn, and he realizes it's a shadow. Welcome to the party, pal. You're the main event. And there goes his stolen power-up, the Jade Magic Stone, hitting the floor like his life savings. He's screaming as his stolen power drains away. Back to being a regular-ass scrub, my dude. Root stands over him, hitting him with the I told you line. This is for Rona, and the bill is due. Lillian watches from the back as Root wins up for the final swing. The Revenge Tour is about to have its first sold-out show. My man promises to show him true despair, and the look on Smug Knight's face says he's finally a believer. Root stands over the broken Smug Knight, ready to deliver the final L while the spider's web sets the stage. But hold up, our boy looks over like he was expecting another guest to the party. Root casually scoops up the jade dew tear that Smug Knight dropped. Finders keepers, my dude. Smug Knight is on the ground, bleeding out, but still has enough energy to greet the newcomer. And the guest of honor is the damn spider boss, ready for a snack. Smug Knight immediately starts begging for his life. Root, now juiced on the stolen magic stone, tells the spider to stop messing around. My man is trying to command the boss now. Lillian is freaking out, telling him that stolen power is a one-way ticket to the graveyard. Smug Knight's last-ditch effort is to threaten them with his big brother. Yeah, I'm sure Marks is gonna be real sad. The threats immediately turn to begging as he asks for help. This clown has absolutely no shame. Lillian is watching this whole scene, finally realizing what kind of unhinged play Root is about to make. And the spider boss doesn't hesitate, turning Smug Knight into a goddamn Happy Meal right on the spot. Lillian is absolutely bricking it as the entire spider family rolls up for the after-party. Root has a quiet moment, telling Rona's spirit that one scumbag is down. But the job ain't finished. His new shadow self pops out as he promises to save her, no matter what it takes. Lillian is screaming for Root, who's just standing there like he's waiting for a bus, not about to be eaten. Our boy is already in the menu, completely unbothered by the 8-legged army surrounding them. And his skill just dropped a new walkthrough, a step-by-step guide to bodying the spider boss. Root declares the revenge part is over. Now it's time to clear the side quest and kill the spider. Lillian is still trying to process the fact that they're about to get jumped by a whole spider clan. But Root hits her with that main character confidence, telling her not to worry. He's got the cheat codes. The spider boss drops in, and Lillian is about to have a heart attack while Root just looks up like he ordered this. Root immediately starts clearing the trash mobs, swinging his sword with a whole new level of confidence. And the boss just tanks the hit, glowing like it's got a damn invincibility frame. Our boy realizes his base attacks are doing jack shit, and Lillian is already planning her funeral in the back. He pulls out the Jade Dew Tear, the same cursed power-up that got the last clown sent to the lobby. Lillian immediately recognizes the stone from Marks' roid rage session and is not a fan of this plan. Root hits her with the coldest line, basically saying Marks won't be needing it from the damn grave. He goes full Super Saiyan Blue, and the walkthrough confirms it. Time to juice up on the forbidden Gatorade. The spider family isn't waiting for the power-up to finish, and just unloads a full-on laser light show. But our boy just plants his sword and pops a massive energy shield, blocking the whole damn volley like a pro. The shield drops, and Rout's sword starts absorbing all that dark, forbidden energy. My man is mainlining the power-up. The whole cave gets hit with a purple light show. His power-up sequence has its own damn special effects budget. His sword is now fully juiced with that cursed energy. That ain't your standard dishy blade anymore. Chief, Lillian is in the back, going from we're gonna die to full-on fangirl mode. She's his #1 hype woman now. The skill is downloading How to Be a Sword God for Dummies guide straight into his brain. Instant talent, just add rage. Root declares they're done playing defense. It's time to take the fight straight to the final boss. Lillian immediately remembers they're in a death trap full of invisible webs. Her panic switch is always on standby. But our boy's premium GPS is already active, showing him the way. His eyes are glowing. The cheat codes are loaded. The skill literally paints a safe zone path on the ground for them. It's like playing the game on easy mode. And his shadow clone is already clearing the path, one-shotting spiders. He's got a damn JoJo stand doing the dirty work. Root is locked in, ready to carve a path through this 8-leg nightmare with his newly juiced-up sword. And he's not wasting any time, one-shotting these trash mobs with that cursed energy. The cleanup crew is here. His premium subscription is already mapping out the invisible death traps. My man's playing with wall hacks on. He tells Lillian to follow his lead while she's still processing the fact. They're in a goddamn spider apocalypse. And just like that, his shadow stand pops out, looking like a damn Nazgul ready to collect some souls. Lillian's about to become a Happy Meal, but her new shadow bodyguard is already on the case. But Lillian ain't no damsel anymore. She's throwing hands and yeeting fireballs out of pure, unadulterated panic. And it's a direct hit. She actually lands a clean shot right in the spider's ugly-ass face. But the spider just shakes it off like a damn fly. Yeah, that fireball was basically a spitball to this thing. Lillian immediately goes back to panic mode, screaming for Root because her best shot just got no-sold. Rout's shadow stand wins up on the spider that just tanked Lillian's fireball. Time for some professional pest control. And the shadow just one-shots the spider, splitting it clean in half. Yeah, there are levels to this shit. Lillian is just staring, completely speechless. She's realizing her best attack is basically a love tap to these things. The shadow turns to her, and she immediately starts screaming, thinking her new bodyguard is about to turn on her. The shadow's hand reaches for her face, and she's bracing for the end. My girl is not built for this horror movie life. But nope, the murder ghost just gently wipes the spider guts off her cheek. My man's stand is a true gentleman. Lillian is actually blushing, thanking the shadow for the assist. Bro, she's down bad for a ghost. We get a full-on glamour shot of the Shadow Knight's glowing red visor. This thing is way too cool to be a sidekick. Root grabs Lillian, announcing the warm-up is over. Time to fight the actual raid boss. And right on cue, the final boss drops in. Yeah, that's the absolute shadow spider. And it brought the whole family. Root tells Lillian it's time for a tag team move, and she's already on board. She's a true believer now. His skill drops another guide, this time to overclock Lillian's magic system. Bro's a personal trainer now. He hits her with the magic circuit guide, telling her to dump all her firepower on the boss. Lillian starts charging up a spirit bomb, looking like she's about to delete the whole damn cave. And she just eats a whole ass Kamehameha, clearing out the trash mobs in one go. The main boss takes the full blast right to the face. That's gotta leave a mark, right? Lillian immediately starts celebrating, thinking her one fireball just cheesed the raid boss. Oh, you sweet summer child. And there's the face of instant regret. Yeah, the victory music stopped playing real quick. The spider just walks out of the fire, completely unsinged and looking absolutely pissed off. But Root hits her with the 200 IQ reveal. That attack was just a distraction. My man's always 2 steps ahead. Root explains his 4D chess move. Lillian's nuke was just to clear the stage of all the damn traps. Now that the arena is clean, our boy is ready to go on the offensive with his cursed-ass sword. He tells Lillian it's go time. And she's in the back just trying to keep up with his galaxy brain strats. Lillian's having a full-on holy shit, I'm actually useful moment. The confidence boost is real. Root gives the spider the it's not personal, it's business speech. Bro, it's a bug, just kill it. And he's off, charging the final boss with his shadow buddy like a damn freight train. My man is locked in, ready to turn this 8-legged freak into a goddamn trophy. He lands a clean hit, and the impact alone is causing a damn earthquake. That cursed sword ain't no joke. The boss actually stumbles back, and Lillian is in the back screaming her head off like a hype man. Lillian's feeling the secondhand main character energy, getting her own little power-up just from watching. Lillian is already counting the cash, realizing they're about to get a fat reward for one-shotting a raid boss. But the cursed power-up has a price. Root is completely gassed and about to faceplant from exhaustion. He hits her with the I'm not going back speech, saying he's got a new, more important mission now. And he pulls out the grand prize from the boss drop. It's loot time, baby. The purple shadow stone, a legendary item that basically lets you turn invisible. That's a hell of a drop. Lillian immediately recognizes the S-tier loot and starts fangirling over the rare find. She puts 2 and 2 together, realizing this is how the spider made its invisible death traps. Root says he's taking this loot to find someone who can save Rona. The mission continues. He drops the next quest marker. He's going to find Verdiana, the World Tree Witch. Lillian is absolutely losing her mind. My man just name-dropped a living legend like it's nothing. And Lillian drops a whole-ass plot twist, revealing the legendary witch is her damn mother. Root is just standing there, trying to process the fact his sidekick is the daughter of his final quest giver. Lillian immediately starts trying to talk him out of it, saying her mom is a cold-hearted bitch who doesn't do charity work. She's begging him to find another way, but Root just shuts her down. The mission is the mission. Our boy explains his GPS ran every possible simulation, and all roads lead to her terrifying mother. Lillian's face just screams oh shit, realizing he's actually going to confront the final boss of her family tree. And she immediately tries to hit the eject button, saying this is where her side quest ends. But Root ain't having it, grabbing her before she can dip out on the most important mission yet. He goes full desperation mode, begging her to stay because she's his only ticket to saving Rona. Lillian is completely shook, caught between her mommy issues and the dude who just saved her life multiple times. So they're on a cart, and Lillian looks like she's about to have a full-blown anxiety attack. She's complaining about folding under pressure, but our boy is just happy she's on the team. Root hits her with a full-on gratitude speech, saying she's his only hope to reach her mom. He then asks her what she's so scared of, basically calling out her massive mommy issues. He tries to play it cool, but Lillian is ready to drop the whole tragic backstory on him. And the lore drop hits. Her mom literally grew her and his sisters from a magic tree. We get a flashback to the 3 magic babies, and you can already tell Lillian was the odd one out. First up is Big Sis Elvira, the Storm Witch, who was basically born a final boss. Then there's sister number 2, Floria, who can summon a whole-ass golem army. No pressure, Lillian. Lillian explains that next to her god-tier sisters, she's just a low-level scrub. The inferiority complex is real. And we're in the flashback, 2 years ago, with someone screaming for Lillian because the wine ran out. The family drama is already brewing. A younger Lillian is on full-on maid duty, rushing to serve her sister Elvira. This explains a lot about her confidence issues. And of course, she immediately trips and eats shit. My girl can't catch a break even in her own memories. She looks up and sees one of her sister's golem buddies. This thing looks like a rejected Pokémon. Her other sister, Floria, shows up and is actually nice, telling Lillian to be careful, okay? So there's at least one decent sibling. Lillian is just relieved someone in her family doesn't treat her like the help. The bar is on the floor, people. And speak of the devil, Elvira the Storm Witch is pissed, demanding her damn wine. She's got that I'm the main character energy. Lillian immediately starts panicking again. Yeah, this is definitely the source of her trauma. But Floria steps in, telling Lillian she's not a damn maid. Finally, someone with some sense in this family. Floria pours the wine herself, basically telling her other sister to chill the hell out. The sibling rivalry is real. Elvira's getting her wine poured by a golem, looking smug as hell. Even the rock monster has better service skills than Lillian, apparently. She takes a sip and straight up says the golem is more useful than Lillian. Damn. That's a new level of sibling rivalry. Then Elvira goes full psycho, saying the failures should just disappear. Okay. This family is officially a toxic waste dump. But Floria comes in for the save, telling Lillian not to listen to their sister. She's playing the good cop in this messed up family drama. Lillian is crying with relief, actually thinking she has an ally in this house of horrors. Oh. You poor, naive soul. And there's the twist. Floria hits her with a creepy-ass smile, saying her role is to be a golem durability tester. Lillian is absolutely shook. The one sister she trusted just revealed she's a different brand of psycho. Floria just cheerfully drags her outside to be a damn punching bag. My girl Lillian can't catch a single break. And we see a whole-ass golem winding up to turn Lillian into a fine red mist. This isn't a test. It's attempted murder. Lillian is screaming her head off as she's about to get folded. Yeah. This explains the constant panic attacks. The golem's punch misses, but the shockwave alone is enough to send Lillian flying. She's on the ground, crying her eyes out and asking her sister why she's being such a damn psycho. And Floria's excuse is that she's just testing her toys. Yeah, that's not creepy at all. Lillian is just staring, finally realizing the nice sister is just a different flavor of evil. Floria tells her to be careful because she didn't program the golem. With a don't murder my sister setting, the golem is back on the attack, and Lillian is screaming as it tries to turn her into a pancake. She's booking it, playing a high-stakes game of tag with the rock monster that wants to fold her. Out of pure desperation, Lillian finally throws a fireball. It's her first real act of defiance. The fireball lands a direct hit, but the explosion is looking a little underwhelming, not gonna lie. and the golem just walks it off, completely unfazed. Yeah, that's gotta be a confidence killer. Her psycho sisters are just watching from the sidelines, with Floria calling the beatdown a nice finish. Lillian is getting absolutely folded, trying to block a punch that's bigger than her whole damn torso. Elvira is getting bored of watching and wants to tag in for her turn to beat up her own sister. But Floria shuts her down, saying her golem isn't built to handle Big Sis's final boss energy. Lillian throws another desperate fireball, but we all know this ain't gonna do shit to the rock monster. And Elvira is right there to roast her, calling her magic weak and one-dimensional. The family support is real. The golem just ignores the fireball and goes for the goddamn ground-pound finisher. It grabs her like a damn chew toy, and she's still calling out for her sister to stop this madness. She's completely broken, begging for help from the same people who set this whole thing up. Elvira finally snaps, screaming she can't take it anymore and charging in. This family is a goddamn train wreck. Elvira goes full psycho, screaming as she unleashes a massive lightning attack. She's not just trying to beat Lillian, she's trying to delete her. She summons a whole-ass lightning emperor right on top of the golem that's still holding Lillian. Talk about overkill. And Lillian gets absolutely yeeted by the blast. She's just a pinball in her sister's fucked up family game night. The golem gets completely vaporized. Elvira's attack just turned her sister's favorite toy into a pile of dust. Floria is pissed her toy got broken, but Elvira just roasted her for making such a weak-ass golem. The sibling rivalry is next level. And then the final boss enters the chat. Their mom, Verdiana, tells them to keep it down from off-screen. Elvira, the same psycho who just tried to nuke her sister, immediately folds and apologizes. Okay, so mom is the real monster here. Floria is also terrified, smiling and apologizing like she wasn't just using her sister as a punching bag. She promises to clean up the destroyed golem right away. The fear in this family is palpable, and their mom hits them with the coldest line ever, telling them to throw away the junk and the garbage together, clearly talking about Lillian. Damn. Lillian is just lying there, completely broken, as her mom's garbage comment just sucks the soul out of her. She's so defeated she's literally saying she doesn't need her own life anymore. This family is a goddamn tragedy. And her mom, Verdiana, calls her name from the world tree like she's about to deliver the final verdict. And the verdict isn't. Verdiana literally eats her own daughter, saying she's not needed anymore. Coldest mom of the year, right here. Lillian just takes the L, completely humiliated and abandoned by the one person who was supposed to protect her. And her mom just has this smug-ass look on her face, like she just took out the trash. But wait, Floria, the nice sister, asked Lillian to be useful one last time. Oh, this is gonna be bad. And there it is. Floria reveals she's been thinking about using people as golem hearts. This family is a collection of supervillains. She summons some fleshy, multi-eyed nightmare fuel. Yeah, this is her new toy. And its mouth opens up into a goddamn sarlacc pit. She's not testing durability, she's feeding it. Lillian is having a full-on panic attack as her sister's nightmare fuel monster opens wide. Floria hits her with the 4D chess logic. Mom said don't hurt humans, but since Lillian is garbage, it's a free pass. And Elvira, the other psycho sister, is actually intrigued by the whole turn our sister into a monster plan. The two psychos agree that Lillian's only use is to become a literal meat puppet for them. The family support is off the charts. The nightmare golem reaches down to reborn her into a pile of spare parts. This is some Fullmetal Alchemist shit right here. She's screaming for help, and her sisters are just watching like it's a damn movie premiere. Zero fucks given. My girl is on the ground, full-on begging for her life from her own damn family. This is just brutal. She's completely broken, just waiting for the end. This whole flashback explains her permanent state of panic. The whole psycho squad is just standing there, soaking in her misery before she gets turned into monster chow. And Elvira just scoffs, completely unimpressed by her sister's will to live. The absolute disrespect. Elvira, the psycho big sis, gets bored of the torture and tells Floria it's time to bounce. And she hits Floria with a side-eye, saying she was thinking of *** when she said disappear. Damn, no one is safe in this family. The two psychos just walk off, telling Lillian to disappear while she's face down in the dirt. Floria immediately pivots, asking her big sis if they can build the strongest golem together. These two are a menace. And the flashback ends with Lillian just crying on the ground, completely broken. Yeah, that explains everything. We snap back to the present, with Root and Lillian on the cart. The trauma dump is officially over. Root calls her family situation tragic, and Lillian hits him with the understatement of the century. It's complicated. Our boy checks in, asking if she's still down to help him after hearing all that fucked up family drama. Lillian's got a new fire in her eyes, saying she's made up her mind because he saved her. The character development is real. Root decides it's time to spill the tea on his own cheat codes. Finally, the party is getting on the same page. Root gives Lillian the full rundown. He used forbidden jutsu to fuse with Rona's soul to save her. And with that soul fusion, he basically downloaded all of Rona's skills right into his own system. Lillian's brain finally catches up, asking if the shadow stand was Rona's skill. And Rout's like kinda. He explains Rona's shadow user skill was seen as useless because all she could do was make shadow puppets. And Lillian's face just screams oh shit as she realizes they've been sleeping on a god-tier ability. But Rout's guide skill is basically a strategy guide, and it showed him the secret op build for her class. He explains that the skill isn't just shadow puppets. You can literally build whatever you want out of shadows. So he just imagined their legendary swordsman dad, and boom, instant shadow bodyguard. The ultimate tribute. He figures Rona was too sweet to imagine a whole-ass murder machine, which is why she never went full op. And the final cheat code, his guide skill lets him put the Shadow Knight on autopilot. It's a self-guiding missile. Lillian is absolutely geeking out over his new moves. But Root admits he's still in the tutorial phase of his power-up. Lillian finally asks the million-dollar question. What the hell is his guide skill, really? Just as Root is about to drop the lore, they get interrupted by a classic random encounter. Rout's spy descent is going off. His skill is already flagging the incoming threat. And a wild rhino monster appears. Lillian is, of course, already in full panic mode. The rhino's got that I'm about to ruin your whole day look in its eye. Root calls this perfect timing, ready to use this random encounter as a live demo for his powers. He immediately starts kiting the boss, telling Lillian to stay put while he handles the tutorial level. Our boy decides this is the perfect time for a show and tell on his cheat code ability. And his skill drops a full-on boss guide, complete with a step-by-step on how to wreck this rhino. Rout's got that class is in session look on his face. The live demo is officially starting. And his skill immediately drops the first instruction. Just dodge, bro. It's literally a tutorial level. He pulls a classic substitution jutsu, letting his shadow clone tank the hit. That's Rona's skill with a new coat of paint. Root starts giving a live lecture on the boss's attack patterns. My man is a walking wiki page now. He continues the breakdown, explaining the rhino's got thick armor. Yeah, we can see that, genius. The rhino gets pissed and charges again, because that worked so well the first time. But Rout's already downloaded the patch notes, calling out its simple one-track mind. He stands there like a matador, baiting the big dumb animal into another telegraphed attack. And boom, the shadow clone pops out again. His skill is basically telling him to spam the same move. The walkthrow's next step is a tag team special. Trip the big guy. It's a 2v1 beatdown. And the rhino is the one. Root and his shadow stand get in position to clothesline this dumbass rhino mid-charge. The skill guide literally tells them to sweep the leg. It's a 2v1. And the AI is feeding him the strat. And the big boy goes down hard, face-planting like he just tripped on a damn Lego. Lillian's in the back, watching this live-action tutorial and realizing her boy is playing with cheat codes on. The rhino gets absolutely yeeted, flipping over like a damn turtle. That's what you get for being a tutorial boss. Root hits him with a smug it's just basic physics look. Bro, your skill did all the math for you. The big tough monster is on its back, completely helpless. Yeah, the weak point is officially exposed. And the guide's final step is to go for the soft underbelly. It's a critical hit tutorial. And the rhino is the dummy. With the demo over, Root is ready to finally explain his god-tier skill. Class is officially in session. Lillian is paying attention like her life depends on it. She's ready for the full lore dump on his hacks. Root finally explains his cheat code. That black magic stone he ate way back gave his guide skill a premium upgrade. He confirms this is the evolved version of his skill. My man's finally sharing his hacks with the party. He pulls up the full menu, and Lillian is just staring at the light show like he's a damn tech wizard. Root explains the evolution just means he gets way more info. His internal Google just got a fiber optic upgrade. He breaks down the new features, and Lillian finally realizes his skill is how she yeeted that spirit bomb at the spider. The flashback hits, and she's realizing her one-shot wonder was all thanks to Rout's personal trainer mode. But Root hits her with the ultimate pep talk, saying his skill just unlocked the power she already had from her mom. Lillian is just frozen, processing the fact that she's not a low-level scrub after all. The self-doubt is cracking. Our boy goes full hype man, telling her she's not garbage and has her mom's god-tier magic. He's literally rewriting her trauma. And Lillian is looking at him with straight-up hard eyes. My boy just became her personal hero and therapist. Lillian asked if his cheat code skill is also the one that pointed to her mom for the healing quest. She's still geeking out over how versatile his skill is, but Rout's like, it's a little more complicated than that. He explains it's less of a skill and more like a god-tier AI. That just feeds him the perfect answer every time. Lillian's face is just a loading screen, trying to process what kind of broken ability that even is. He gives her the receipts, showing how the skill literally gave them the walkthrough for the spider boss fight. Root keeps it real, admitting there's no guarantee this will work. But her psycho mom is their only shot. Lillian's just soaking it all in, looking more determined than she has this entire series. She goes full ride or die, saying he saved her from her garbage life. So, she's committed to the mission. Our boy is genuinely touched, hitting her with a sincere thank you. The party's bond just leveled up. And just like that, Lillian spots the final destination. Time to go meet the final boss of her family tree. Root and Lillian are scoping out the final boss area, the world tree. And my man's already planning a nap. We get a full-on glamour shot of the world tree. Yeah, that's where the final boss of Lillian's family lives. Lillian's dropping lore about her 2,000-year-old house, while Rout's just trying to process the sheer size of it. And just like that, Rout's danger sense goes off. The peaceful walk was too good to be true, wasn't it? Our boy spots smoke on the horizon and immediately books it. A hero's work is never done, I guess. Lillian immediately connects the dots and goes into panic mode. A village in trouble. What a shocking and original plot twist. And the cause of the smoke is a three-eyed, tentacle-faced golem. This thing looks like one of Floria's nightmare projects. A close-up on the ugly-ass golem confirms it. Yeah, this is Lillian's psycho sister written all over it. And speak of the devil is Floria, the nice sister, telling some random knight to stand down. Meanwhile, her toy is about to turn the whole damn village into a parking lot. Her definition of stop is a little loose. The random knight charges in, swinging his sword like he's the main character of a different story. He lands a clean hit, but the golem just tanks it like a damn mosquito bite. The golem's just staring, completely unfazed. Yeah, this ain't your average tutorial mob, my guy. And the knight's sword is just stuck, leaving him with that classic oh shit look on his face. But wait, a wild fireball appears. Someone's providing some ranged support from the back. And it's Lillian. My girl is finally throwing hands instead of just having a panic attack. The knight asks if they got it. Bro, you just saw your best attack do absolutely nothing. The smoke clears, and the golem is just standing there with a smug-ass mouth. It didn't even flinch. And the golem starts talking, saying it's already been tested against her magic. Yeah, this is definitely Floria's handiwork. And just like that, the knight gets absolutely deleted. One-shotted right in front of Lillian. Lillian is on the ground, completely shook, as the golem asks her what she's even doing here. The nightmare fuel golem says it's not here to hurt anyone. Yeah, I've heard that one before. Oh, it just wants to turn a few magic users into spare parts. That's Floria's brand of crazy. Alright, but a wild shadow arrow appears, flying in to interrupt the monologue. And it's a direct hit, right in the golem's ugly-ass face. The cavalry has arrived. And of course, it's our boy Root, looking like a damn pro with his new shadow bow. Rout's already complaining about the side quest while the golem is still processing the headshot. His skill flags the enemy, and he immediately calls it a mud doll. The disrespect is off the charts. And Floria, speaking through her nightmare toy, is not happy about being called out by a little bug. The golem gets into a charging stance, ready to show our boy what this mud doll can do. The mud doll charges in, and Lillian is already booking it while Root just stands there, probably checking his walkthrough. We get a close-up on this thing's ugly-ass face. It's got that I'm about to end this man's whole career look. Lillian is freaking out about its speed, but Root hits her with the classic don't worry main character line. Our boy just stands there, baiting the attack like he's a damn matador. This is his new favorite party trick. Root wins up and delivers a clean, glowing slice, no fancy moves. Just pure get out of my way energy. And he just one-shots the damn thing, splitting it clean in half. Floria's toy just got turned into a two-piece set. Floria is absolutely losing her mind, realizing this bug just completely dismantled her precious nightmare fuel. But the damn thing just sprouts tentacles and stitches itself back together. Of course, it has a healing factor. Root is already dodging the new tentacle whips. His skill probably flagged the regeneration a mile away. And Floria's disembodied lips show up, saying he'd make good material. She wants to add him to her fucked-up toy collection. Root hits her with the I don't play with dolls line. The absolute disrespect for her life's work is legendary. Floria's nightmare fuel says it's a shame and charges. Yeah, Because friends try to turn you into a meat puppet. Lillian is back on her bullshit, screaming a warning like Root doesn't have the damn walkthrough open. The golem fires a damn laser beam. Okay, so this thing is a regenerating, tentacled, laser blasting nightmare. Root just sidesteps the attack while Floria's golem acts all surprised. She's not used to her toys missing. The golem's head starts crumbling and reforming. This isn't regeneration. It's a goddamn transformation sequence. And Floria just pops out of the golem's head like a fucked up jack-in-the-box. That's one hell of an entrance. She immediately spots Lillian and has that creepy-ass long-time no-see smile. The family reunion from hell has begun. Floria just strolls up to Lillian, who's completely frozen. Yeah, the PTSD is kicking in hard right now. She gets right in Lillian's face, acting all happy she came back. This is the exact same psycho energy from the flashback. Floria hits her with the fake-ass apology, and Lillian is just standing there, too traumatized to see the trap, and the mask drops. Her apology is just a sales pitch to turn Lillian into her next nightmare fuel project.